So the question for today, what is ego lifting? Why do you do it? And why does the internet get so mad about it? So every once in a while, I will put an excessive weight on a bar and try to perform a lift that I shouldn't be doing, don't know how to do, or have severely overstated my ability to do. And like a good example would be this Olympic lifting that I'm trying to learn. Now, if I had a bunch of bumper plates where I could make it look like, if I could make 225 pounds look like 405 pounds and get that over my head, which I see a lot of lifters do, and it looks super impressive even if there's barely any weight on the bar, that might be kind of cool, but I don't have bumper plates. I've got steel plates. So even if I get 155 pounds on the bar, which is a struggle for me to get over my head, it doesn't look that impressive. And when I look at the video and I want to post it online and share it with you guys, I'm like, well, that looks kind of lame. How can I call myself a competitive power lifter when I can't even lift 2 donuts over my head? So there's this tendency to want to put a bunch of weight on a bar and grind out a really ugly rep of something and then try to justify posting it online. I mean, we would never post us like not being able to get the bar off the ground when we put too much weight on it. So we all know what ego lifting is. It's putting an inappropriate amount of weight on a bar or doing a lift you don't know how to do. Usually all of the above. Showing off, essentially. I want to show the world how strong I am, whether I can do the lift or not. But the problem with that is if you do share it, let's say you do a lift you've never done before, or maybe you throw 500 pounds on a squat bar and you try to grind one out, but you didn't hit depth. But it was in your mind, man, that was a squat. I used to squat 500 pounds, and you had like 3 inches to go before you hit depth. You look at the video and you're like, oh, look at that, I fucking did it. And you post it. Uh-oh. Well, you, my friend, have just opened yourself up to the opinions of the internet. You're in for a world of hurt. Let the hate come flowing. And this last video I posted, I got a little bit of that. And I wasn't expecting it. And I'll tell you why. If you look at any of my videos, I don't think I have a single one with over 30 views. I have less than 100 subscribers. And hey, you know the guys that actually respond to me on a daily basis? I love you dudes. You guys helped me kick ass this last competition. You guys helped me with my form. You tweaked my rep range. You changed my technique a little bit. And, you know, I work nights and I work out alone in my garage. I was lonely. I mean, even my close friends are on a different shift than I am. So when I'm at work, they're sleeping. When I'm sleeping, they're at work. I got no one to train with. You know, it's lockdown. You know the story. You know the drill. It's been a lonely year. And if it wasn't for the internet, I wouldn't have a training partner. But it's not like I have a fan base or a following. Nobody knows who I am. I'm just a guy that posts videos. And I like doing it. It's fun. I'm getting good at video editing. It actually helps motivate me to lift more, because I'll lift a subpar set and I'll think, I can't post that online. And that'll make me it's almost like having a coach or having somebody watching me. The camera makes me work harder. I gotta have something that's presentable. And then there's these YouTube shorts. Now I didn't realize this, but I've actually had a couple videos with 1,000, 2,000 views. And here's when my mind, because I don't get any comments. If you have 2,500 views and 2 likes, what does that tell you? 1 comment from a guy that always comments on your videos. Please keep commenting. I love it when you guys do it. I like to respond to you guys. What does that tell you? It tells me that your little shorts menu that pops up when you open up YouTube, you hit play on one of them and it plays a little short video, and while you're not even paying attention, it goes to the next video and then the next one and the next one, and you look down and you're like, oh, what am I watching? And maybe you pay attention to 1 or 2 of them. Probably played 5 of them. You don't even know what played. Well, I'm assuming that's the majority of my views, just playing in the background. Maybe 1 or 2 people search for me. Maybe they search for the type of lift I'm doing, and maybe once in a while I come up on a menu. But I have no illusions that people are actually looking for me specifically to view my videos. I know it's not happening. I'm okay with it. Well, this last video actually kind of got a little bit butthurt. See, I didn't realize it, but this last bench video I had where I hit, 330 for a set of 4, I actually got like 7,000 views. I don't know why some of them pop off and some of them don't. So I got a bunch of comments that I normally wouldn't have received, and I wasn't prepared for it. You know, I had the little bell that was red. It said check your notifications, and I looked at them, and there was a bunch of comments like, why is your back like that? Oh, don't criticize other lifters when you're going to bench with an arch. Oh, that's not a real bench. And I started responding, oh, how dare you? Like, why would you say that? What do you think I should do? But then I realized, well, wait a minute. I don't know these people. I'm not used to getting comments, so I just assumed it was the regular crowd. You know, the normal people that look at it. The occasional sniper from in the bleachers. And I realized, oh, none of these guys lift. None of them know anything about powerlifting. If they do lift, they're, 24-hour fitness gym bros. So why would you get upset of their comments? Well, mostly because they're spreading disinformation. If I'm a new lifter and I'm searching for how to properly bench, and I come across the comments section and you see like 20 people say how terrible it is to bench like that, or pick another, like if sumo's cheating, or whatever the other popular controversial lifts are, you see that. And if you're a new lifter, you start thinking, oh, well, I better not do that. Or even worse, you allow how you are perceived by others to dictate your actions, and you start performing a certain way so that you don't take abuse from other people, and you wind up holding yourself back, maybe being unsafe, maybe getting injured, maybe not learning the most optimal way to do things because of the perception of others. I mean, does anybody know why they can't stand people who bench with an arch? Does anybody have a reason? Because every time I ask them, I certainly don't get one. I get, oh, that's stupid, you shouldn't bench like that. Well, what is that you say? Nothing. Never get anything. If you ask, quickest way to end a conversation is just ask them. Ask them why they think the way they think. Well, why do you think that? Why do you say that? Do you have a better way to do it? Nothing. I never get a response, which means they don't have any idea why they're criticizing you. They just know they don't like it, and you're wrong. So after I realized that there was no point in me responding or correcting anybody, because they aren't lifters and they don't know what they're talking about, and you're not going to change. I'm not going to change the way I bench because some random guy on the internet doesn't like it. You don't think that I've worked to get to where I'm at? Like, I didn't just wake up one day and be like, I don't think I'll bench like this because I saw a picture. Obviously, this is something I've been working at for quite a long time. So why even defend yourself? But then I started wondering, like, well, what is it? What is it about improper form that bugs everybody so much? There's a group on Facebook called Power Lifters and Bodybuilders or something like that. And the most common comment I see when somebody posts a squat video is, that doesn't count. And I was like, I got to thinking, well, what doesn't count about it? You didn't go all the way past depth, 90 degrees. Is he competing? No. He's in a gym. Yeah. He did a squat. No, it didn't go down all the way. But it's still a squat, right? He still performed a squat. He put the bar on his back. He went down, he went back up again. Squat was done. Now, was it a good squat? No. What do you mean doesn't count? Like, is he getting paid for it? Is he stealing money from somebody? Is there a bet? Like, why would you care? Why does it bother you? Why does it make you so angry when somebody does something and it's not the way you do it or the way you think it's proper? And on top of that, why do you think it's proper? Because obviously, if I'm getting negative comments about my arch when I bench, it's from people that don't know what they're talking about. That's unsafe. No, why? Why would you say that? I don't know, because someone said it to me. So you don't even know why you believe what you believe. You just believe it, and you're going to criticize other people for it. So you have a negative opinion of something I'm doing, and it's negative enough for you to say something, and it's usually a very condescending comment too. It's not like, "Sir, I don't think you should bench like that. It looks unsafe." It's all, "Oh, you stupid! What are you doing like that? You're a homo," whatever. Like, wow. My mother's a what? I'm like, why did this offend you so much? Why are you so angry? Have we met? It's like, it's not just criticism. It's like pure venom. I hate you. I hate everything you stand for, and I hope you die. How dare you tuck your feet under you when you... Okay, dude. All right. I mean, why does it bother you? Why do you get so upset? I started thinking about, like, who are the two types of lifters that never get any negative comments? One, it's the guys that are really weak or handicapped in some way, and they're aspiring to get into some kind of better shape. You never see anybody criticize those people harshly. The other one is genetic outliers, like superstars, Larry Wheels, Eddie Hall, like monsters, guys that are so enormous and strong that even if their form was garbage, they're lifting so much weight that what are you going to say? "Oh, your back's a little rounded when you're picking up 1,200 pounds. Did you hear yourself? Oh, yeah, but you use straps." "Yeah, did you pick up 1,200 pounds? You use straps?" "Yeah, well, he's wearing a deadlift suit." You can't criticize them. It's so much weight. It's so heavy. There is no criticism to leverage against these people. So what does it all come down to? What does it mean? In my mind, it means the farther you are away from the average, the more leniency you get from the internet. Either because on both ends you're doing something really incredible. You either possess superhuman strength or you're an inspiration to the rest of us. And maybe there's some pity there at the lower ends. For the rest of us in the middle, it's almost like this, how dare you? How dare you try to be better than me? It's jealousy, it's resentment, it's maybe it reflects more upon the commenter. They feel their own shortcomings, or maybe it's something that they were criticized for, or maybe I'm achieving something that they could have achieved, because I'm nothing special. I don't think I'm anything special. I think I'm pretty good. I think I'm a legitimate lifter. I hold some records, and I'm competitive, and I am currently ranked in the top of my class in the country. So, I mean, that's okay. It's not bad. Is what I'm doing unobtainable for the average serious lifter? No, I don't think so. No, there's tons of guys that are putting my numbers up daily. Most of them are younger. I don't think you see a lot of guys my age doing what I'm doing. But I'm not super old. And there's guys, I've noticed with powerlifting specifically, as we get into our late 40s and early 50s, most guys can still put up numbers that are pretty comparable to what they could in their late 20s, 30s. The things that are different, that really start to change and you have to take into account is mostly your recovery time, injury rate, that sort of thing. I mean, at my age, here the difference is if I have one injury, it could take me out permanently. And if I hurt myself significantly, where I might be out for days or weeks, I would be out for months, and maybe I'd be done for the year. So I have to really, really be careful which brings us back to ego lifting. Why do I do the dumb stuff I do when I do it? I enjoy it. My training is so rigid when I'm getting ready for a meet that when I'm done, I have that period before I go into another competition track where I can just kind of do whatever I want, and a lot of times I'll just have fun. All of these lifts, the ones that are silly, like T-bar rows, putting 6 plates on the bar, the ones where I'm not going to get anything out of it, I'm not going to hurt myself either. I'm still pretty careful. I still make sure I brace my core properly, and I keep my back tight, and I'm warmed up, and I'm not just throwing weights around. I mean, that's what you might see in the video, but I've worked up to that point. So I'm not, the risk versus reward, it's not an issue. I'm not going to put myself in jeopardy. Which brings me to another interesting point. If I do something silly like T-bar rows, where I had 6 plates on the bar, and I have like no range of motion because the plate's so big and I can't even row it up to my chest, I don't get any criticism for dumb lifts like that. But then when I do the bench with an arch, which is a technique that I've honed over the years, and I'll make sure that I'm perfectly on the bench and I got everything lined up the way I want it to, the lifts that I put a lot of effort into are the ones I get the most criticism for. And I don't know, it's just interesting. It's interesting how people project their problems onto other people who are trying to show off their accomplishments. And I think that's what it comes down to, is people are just hateful. And the internet just allows for people to hide behind keyboards and be as crappy as they want to be. So that means if I'm going to continue to keep making these videos, I'm just going to have to suck it up and deal with it. I wish I could figure out what people want to see, because sometimes I'll put a short up and I'll get like 4 or 5 subscribers, and I'm like, oh, I'm onto something, I'm finally getting it. And then I'll post something else and I'll drop 4 or 5 subscribers, and oh, damn it, I can't seem to correlate. Like, I don't know. Is it something I'm saying? Am I coming off as condescending? Like, what is it? And I don't get any feedback. And honestly, at this point, I don't really expect to. I keep saying I'm doing this for fun, but there's a small part of me in the back of my head that just hopes one of these videos takes off. And maybe people will start wanting to see what I have to present to them. And then maybe I can actually get some positive feedback, some actual criticism on what I could do to improve what I'm doing to reach more people and get more engagement. I mean, maybe it's just my personality. Maybe this is as good as it's going to get. But I'm going to keep doing my thing, and you never know. Maybe it'll take off, maybe it won't. I suppose this is, how would I categorize this video? Philosophy, maybe? I don't know. Just bitching and moaning? Am I secretly trying to show off with me lifting in the background while I ramble on about nonsense? How about all of that? Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button. I feel like any day now I'm going to pop off and I'll actually break that 100 subscriber mark. It could happen. Challenge of the day. If you're going to leverage a criticism, say you don't like something online, tell that person why you don't like it and how you would do it better. That sounds easy, right?